love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke off the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to...
What's cracking? Z&J ThePodCast, episode
10, right?
10. Yeah. I rock with, Zay Walk.
See, there you go, starting first again, bro. And I was just playing Big Stone, man. What's your deal, y'all?
But,
right back at it, man.
Y'all showed love on the first episode back, like for real. So
besides
definitely appreciate it.
Besides all the backlash I got from the Hot Girl Summer post, man.
What was he on?
They were trying to justify Hot Girl Summer, bro. I'm trying to tell them, bro. I'm like, Hot Girl Summer.
I respect Megan. Like, she was like, hot girl mean this, hot girl mean that. But before, females put their own narrative.
Yeah, like
that's what we going on.
Females try to get mad on Twitter talking about, what they talking about? They be like, men just want to be a part of something. Men just want to make it into a bad thing. I'm like, nah. When y'all saying Hot Girl Summer, y'all be reposting certain tweets.
Yeah, like
some memes, reposting certain posts talking about Hot Girl Summer.
Think y'all
I don't want to hear it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it, bro. It's all good though.
I ain't with none of that hot nothing, like I said last time.
I was maybe split up this water, bro.
I'ma just chill. I ain't gonna get back on y'all case, bro.
Yeah, we gonna let y'all live today.
But I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. It was crazy. I showed mad love.
I showed hell love. Appreciate all the new subscribers, everybody that's been doing.
Yeah, subscribers went up crazy. People was reposting and stuff like that, and that's the type of thing like you be seeing like people be so quick to I made that conscious with myself, like especially artists, like artists from my city, different cities, like I feel like people be so quick to post like artists that we don't even know, like just be fan of, instead of people from the whole city. So like me, I'm trying to just, if I'm reposting something, you know, I'm obviously if it's something crazy, I might repost it, but I'm really trying to just tap in.
Focus on your like local, like whoever's around you, your team. Not even necessarily your team, but just people that you just know and see around the city, your city.
Yeah, because if you think about it, the people who made it, they started where we started at. So like we gotta put on what's coming next. Put on for what's coming next. So
what I don't agree with is when people be like you ever been on Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, they be like, F all y'all that don't support me, that don't repost me. I'm like, you can't. Just because like,
nobody owe you that.
Nobody owe you nothing. Just because somebody don't repost your stuff, don't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Like if they don't like it, they just don't like it. They ain't got nothing to do is y'all person to person. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna fake it. Like if you my homeboy and you put out a track or something like that, and I listen to it and I ain't really feeling the track, I'm not gonna. Okay, it depends on what we talking about. Like if I repost it, I might just have it up on like or something like that. I don't really want to detail what I do because then motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, you did it. Like it ain't that. I'm just saying like I'm not gonna fake kick it to you like, oh, this shit was hard and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might show my love, make sure you get your, because somebody else might think it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to music, it's hella subjective. So if I don't rock with it, I ain't finna shit on it, but I ain't finna pick it up.
If I don't fuck with your music, bro, I'm just not gonna. Bro, I'm just not gonna say I don't fuck with it. Like I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. That's be wrong people. Everybody, if they ask me.
Because coming out the gate saying this shit.
No, I'm talking about like when you had said homeboy though, like I'm talking about if you my homeboy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm like out the gate, I'm like,
how I come out with a track, I walk in your crib, you gonna be like, it was good, that shit was ass, bro.
Yes, bro.
That shit was black as fuck.
Because if you seen a video of me playing rec ball or something, I get dunked on, you gonna be like, damn, nigga, you got dunked on.
I am, but like. This is you playing rec ball.
That's your craft though.
Yeah, this is your craft, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to just shit on it. Somebody might have liked it.
Everybody like, you're right.
I just said.
You're right, bro.
I realize we got a podcast to do, y'all. We gonna get into some topics, but
not real shit. Not for real though. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
that's important.
Look, to end it on this note, support your friends.
Yes. With real love.
With real love, real genuine love. You know what I'm saying?
Authenticity.
Yeah, that way. And don't nobody owe y'all nothing. I promise. I gotta bring this up. So I'll be saying this little meme or post or whatever. It'd be like, I'll be seeing all these views on my videos, but my likes ain't triple. It's like I don't have to like your post. I don't have to like your picture.
I can just.
That's cool that we friends. If some people, I'm like, nigga, you added me. talking about females, talking about female. Like, nigga, you added me. I don't have to like your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's. I don't know. People be feeling too entitled for me, bro.
entitled to a lot of stuff.
They be like, and then girls be like, man, if y'all just add me randomly, like, you know, other females, they be like, I think y'all lurking trying to give my nigga. I'm like, man, shut up.
Yeah, stop it, bro. Half y'all niggas don't even want y'all.
One more thing, but sorry, bro. Shit just been weighing on my mind, bro.
Go ahead.
All right, bro. We can just make this a topic, bro.
All right, what's up?
Why do females feel so special when the same nigga inbox them? You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? What you mean?
Bro, I seen like it's like a little random run. I ain't gonna say names or whatever. It was, you know what I'm saying, this dude or whatever. He inboxed. This came up in hella cases where a dude inboxed like 5 different chicks, and chicks be so quick. I'm like, that shows y'all not special. Like not like as a person, but it's like niggas just be shooting their shot, bro.
Yeah, I feel like for one, like you can't even get mad at them. I said they even being in a relationship, like people get mad, like dudes trying to talk to your chick. Now you trying to do it in front of your eye, but like ain't nobody walk around with a sign that say this is what's his name chick. Like somebody you tried to talk to your chick before it was yours.
Exactly.
So I'm saying like when dudes be shooting their shots, like girls be like you can't be all mad
and then y'all call us
be saying thirsty and all that because y'all be on like it go both ways.
And let a nigga do that about a girl, we gonna be like, y'all ain't shit. This why we gonna sit y'all up now. Like man, shut up. And I was just fucking with y'all ladies. They gonna think I hate y'all. Man.
Yeah.
I love y'all, man. I just don't like some of the bullshit y'all speak. Y'all say the same shit about us, like the fact that we cheat, we ain't shit and shit like that. So you know, it is what it is.
So a topic came up. I don't even remember where it came up from, but it was just a question of is marriage or being legally binding, is marriage necessary, like in like a relationship? So like, do you need to get married for certain things? Because it was, I think it's at my job or something like that. Somebody was talking about how they don't feel marriage is necessary. You know what I'm saying? And for one, like I just want to break it down before we get into it. Like, for one, I think it's subjective to how you grew up and your viewpoints. Because if you grew up in a household where you saw an effective marriage, then you're gonna think positive towards marriages. Yeah. I feel like if you grew up into a broken household, it's like, what the hell? Like this didn't happen. I don't really need that type of legally binding. But people call it all marriage is just being legally binded. But being legally binded has certain things that come with it that makes marriage what marriage is. Like you can say, oh, it's just the government just saying, it's just a piece of paper saying y'all together, but it's certain things that people can't do. Like if you're in an emergency room and something happens, sometimes when an emergency happens so bad, only someone who is married to you or a spouse can go in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like your girlfriend or boyfriend can't vouch for you. Like if something happens and a big decision needs to be made or something like that, and nobody want to die alone. Like ain't anybody gonna be dying and be like, only your close family can come in, and then you got, my girlfriend, she ain't no family, she not blood. You know what I'm saying? She don't got your last name. So I feel like there's a lot more factors that come into being married than just being like, well, marriage, the title don't count. You can love each other and not get married and do stuff like that. Like my view is like that's cool, but I just wanted to break down the two sides of it. So now we can have a discussion.
That was a good ass breakdown. I agree with that, but I don't know like what angle the person who asked the question was coming from. Because in all of a sense, everything
saying it don't matter.
Like, no, I'm saying everything you just said technically is legal binding. If you get what I'm saying, legally binding.
What you mean?
Because basically like.
I'm talking about like hospital, like
because the government is actually giving you authorization and access to the government is so what they were saying.
Sense out of it.
So
that's what I'm trying to get to.
They give you authorization and access to things that, like you said, that a girlfriend or boyfriend couldn't do. What I think the person was saying, or maybe not. That's how I think of it. I do think marriage sometimes is imposed, by the government and stuff, but just. Saying for financial reasons, tax reasons, stuff like that.
Of course,
but as far as like, I'm trying to think, bro. But as far as like the viewpoint that I'm coming from, I'm like, if these people was talking about legally bonding, true. But if they're talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, and saying that's a title just thrown on it, I also believe that because this person, just because somebody gets married, it doesn't change exactly who they are. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is still that same exact person.
Right.
So if not the man. If this woman is a cheater and such, and I was just playing. And if this nigga is a cheater and all that other stuff, they gonna be that same exact person when they get into a marriage. If they abuse it, they gonna be that same exact person. If they just got toxic traits, not even nothing like terrible, they're still gonna be that same person. So that doesn't change who you are. But I think
so it don't make it an excuse. I don't want to get married because I'm already these problems already arose and we don't want to get married and get locked in. Like if your argument is the fact that you married and this person is this way, you don't want to get married because then you feel like, oh well, you gotta get a prenup, son, and this and that, and all this bonding stuff, and I don't want them taking half my money. If that's your excuse and you feel that way about that person, then that's something, like you said, that's internal. Like that's not gonna change whether that's your girlfriend or your wife. What's gonna change is the authoritative, like the authority, authorization. That's what I'm trying to say. The authorization that comes with being married and shit like that. So I don't know. To me, I feel like it just depends on the people. Like I don't think nobody should like really shit on marriage and shit. And I don't feel like nobody should try and cast a stone and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If people decide not to get married, but know what you're getting into if you don't get married, because that's somebody that if you decide not to, if you decide to, and if you decide not to, it's a big step both ways, because that's the person you're going to be with. Just realize certain things that you're going to be limited to being able to do if you're not married and you're not legally binded to this person, but you say that this person is, that you don't need that, you can just be with this person. Well, you're going to come up against some certain things in your adult life, and you find out once you become an adult and you get married, like stuff I probably don't even know. I'm probably just talking. I know I'm just talking, but it's probably other stuff I don't know. You bodying
the topic per usual, bro.
No, I'm just speaking.
No, you're saying you bodying the topic.
I don't know. I'm just talking.
Like if we go into personal perspective, the reason I want to get married is because I do feel like it makes you have to be more responsible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like, somebody could randomly become a father or something, like you don't gotta take care of that child, but it's just the fact that you got something, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that I got a wife, security. The fact that I got a wife, man, I know I gotta up what I'm doing. I gotta make sure I'm, protecting, providing. You know what I'm saying? Just doing the whole combination of things. Now I gotta get a crib, I gotta get a car, I gotta make sure everything's in order. So it sets like a little strict guideline, not for my life per se, because we don't learn along the way, but it's just like, in general. It just gives
you some type of structure. Like I feel like a life without structure, a life without structure is destruction. So like you need structure. Structure, like destruction, like it's in the word. Like you need structure because you got a wife and then you got a kid. Like I am not saying it has to go in that order, because some people say it don't have to go in that order. Yeah. But I'm just saying you have to. It's just whichever your life you want to live. I just feel like you have to be open to the circumstances for whatever actions or decisions that you choose to make. Yeah. If you choose to have a kid before you get married, then just realize certain things can happen as far as legally with that kid that you ain't gonna have no control of because you're not married to that person. So then it becomes this side against this side. Yeah. Or it could be you have a kid, you're not married, and then you're still able to function if you feel like if you're not like, you know what I'm saying, like you could have a kid with somebody who you don't really get along with, and then like if you're married and you have a kid and that changes the dynamic, then like, if you're not married, then you know what I'm saying, I don't feel like it's wrong to be like, oh, this person can't go their separate way and stuff like that. Like, of course, it just depends on your life, like how you want to live your life. It's subjected to the person. Like I feel like people just put too much judgment on stuff. Like if you have a kid without being married, then people want to kill you for that. Life happens. Like
it's no different, because if say for instance, you know what I'm saying, this woman had a kid with this man. Turns out he ain't shit. Turns out he ain't taking care of the home. Turns out, you know what I'm saying, not even just from a financial perspective, just from as a person, like just a mess. Outside of, you know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, that's what I'm saying. Like, people shouldn't harp it on people who like not married or whatever.
Right, because you could be married. You could be married.
Exactly. Say for instance, this woman married this man that got like real toxic traits or whatever, and he just real deflective or, you know what I'm saying, abusive, or he don't care for nothing for his kids or whatever. I mean, then what? You gonna look at them? You gonna look at them any different? Exactly. I don't think you should harp on it either way. But what I was gonna ask, it's not even going off topic. Do you think men and women marry for different reasons, or is just that very just person by person like we've been talking about?
Yeah, it's probably person by person. Yeah. Like I do feel like the gist of women have a certain there's a certain stigma that marriage come with that women want. They want that type of
hey, women want more structure than men.
They want more structure than men, and they want it at a quicker time.
Yeah.
I was just I just having a conversation about somebody just gave me a topic about like who do more in a relationship, and I was going back and forth. Like they were saying like women historically and now do more for a family. Like they take care of the kids, they birth. And I was what I'm saying is I'm not saying that I happen to grow up with a strong male figure in my life, so to me it's like I know that what I've seen a male take control. I'm not saying that my mom ain't do nothing. I'm not saying my dad ain't do nothing. I'm not saying that they both ain't do stuff together. But I think it's like I guess it was on Twitter or something like that, saying like women do most. Like they have the kids. They most of the time they cooking or cleaning. Most of the time they doing this and doing that. Like they do more for the family, and the guy's just working. But I feel like you can't just be like just the people do that or that old time. Because in the old times, like. I get the nigga probably. I mean, he probably was had to be at work. He had to do be on do that stuff. Yeah.
But it's like that's how nature is set up for women to be nurturers, like we talked about.
They are
men
nurturers
to be
and
protectors and providers.
Social stigma. Like that's what. But I don't think that. I think both parts. Like okay, so I think it stemmed from the 50-50 thing. So people be like, all right, so men. I think the thing stemmed because men say stuff should be 50-50 first. Yeah. Men say. All right, I don't think in this generation I should pay all the bills, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. You should pay half the bills. Mm-hmm. That's also subjective because if I'm making more money and I know I'm making more money than her, obviously I ain't going to go 50-50 with her. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just
like I said, I pay all the big bills and all the other shit.
Exactly.
Everything else.
But, like, you bring your end, I bring my end, and at some, like, to make the family work, there's going to be a 50-50 role play. Not like saying, like, we can't take these factors and say this weighs more than that because men like humanly can't have babies. I can see if men were able to have babies and women were able to have babies and men was just like fuck it, we ain't having babies. Like we not possible. So we do what we do to bring to the table what we can for that relationship or that marriage. Like
exactly, and it's a lot of and then not to dim down, what women go through. It's a lot of pressures that men have along the way and growing up just for their future life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure women do the same. I'm not saying y'all don't, but men, you know what I'm saying? We trying to make sure we got like an outline, or some of us got an outline to where we can provide, 5-10 years down the line. Mm-hmm. Like the same, same as women though. Like I'm working step by step so that I can be, financially stable, in like 5-6 years or whatever. Mm-hmm. Depending on it's whatever you consider financially stable. I call that just me living free. Like I ain't gotta have no worries or. You know what I'm saying? I can pay off 3-4 years. Just got a lot of freedom, got a lot of time and stuff. That's what like freedom is, like financial freedom and all that is to me or whatever. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just think the 50-50 thing, like you said, bro. Both sides are providing different things. So women is nurturing, taking care and stuff. Men can also chip in and do that too. But men also have to provide. You know what I'm saying? Got to protect and make sure everybody right.
Like you said,
it's a lot of
nurture and stuff too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
not if y'all want to be technical, we can't do breast milk and stuff like that for the nurturing part. But I'm saying
we can't do breast milk and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Breast milk and shit. Breast milk and shit.
But I don't know, bro. And all in all, I think it is 50-50. I think people associate 50-50 with financial stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Like you can't, like you can't only balance. If we talking finances, then we only talking finances. If we talking bearing children, then you can only talk bearing children. So
like I said, like Zay said, if you got it, if I got it like that, I got it. I'm gonna mess with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying everything because you having a baby. You know what I'm saying? You in the house doing what you do, and I'm gonna help out because I ain't one of them dudes that think. I ain't one of them dudes that think you supposed to just cook and clean and do everything. You know what I'm saying? If you cooking, I'll wash the dishes and vice versa and stuff like that. So
it's the same way. What was the discussion we having? What? Like, dang, we were just talking about it in the gym. Paying for the friend. It was like, bro, if I got it, then go ahead, bro.
No. So
explain to me what happened.
So basically, I ain't got to pull up. Basically, the post was saying that if I go on a date with my shorty or my chick, or you know what I'm saying, if you married your wife, I'm speaking for everybody. So say for instance, speaking to ladies, if I'm taking you out a date and you with your friend, people are saying, or some people are agreeing with the fact that I have to pay for your friend's dinner.
Right.
Now, in my opinion, that's
your
cool.
friend shouldn't be there. Nah.
Now, in my opinion, no, I'm not even going like that. If I got it like that, I'm paying for your friend. But as far as like that's not my responsibility. I'm paying for my girl and all the other stuff. Yeah. Like unless I sit there and say, hey, order some more drinks, then yeah, I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If like some people may say it's a gentleman thing to do as far as paying for the date, but I'm not paying for your friend. Like I brought you to dinner unless it was unless it was special circumstances, like I'm throwing this little birthday dinner and then I told people that I paid for it, or you know, there's little stuff like that. But I'm not obligated to pay for your friend. I'm paying for my girl, and that's it. It's just it. Like that's it.
Flat out, bro.
Or my fault, bro.
No, I mean I'm fault.
Or even when we, or even like it was another sentiment I seen comments on there talking about if you go to the club. But y'all know this, I ain't paying for nobody to drink. But if we go to the club, she said if a dude come up to her and buy her a drink, she's with like 2 or 3 of her friends, he's obligated to pay for her drinks. He's not trying to talk to them. He's trying to talk to them. Like y'all just be so quick
trying to get free shit. That's what they be.
Y'all trying to be so mad at niggas trying to finesse. Y'all be finessing all the time.
Free smoke, yeah. they be sitting there talking about some get a free meal out of them if you want to take you on a date. Like y'all be straight going on dates with sick niggas and like straight no haircut for 4-5 weeks niggas.
KD cuts and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like nah, beat head ass boys and then we were like just getting the deal out of them. That's not cool, bro. That's real hot girl shit.
And then when niggas finesse their personality, it's just to finesse you and then you mad.
Exactly. Yeah, they might put on the front and you get pissed because nah, bro.
You be like, damn, this is a good nigga till, you know what I'm saying, he did what he did. I'm like, hey.
Till he got what he wanted.
You was faking your front to get your meal or to get your whatever you wanted. So.
Everybody play games, so I feel like you just get out of it what you put in. As far as the friend thing, I feel like if I got money, if I'm a rich nigga, if I got it, and I'll be on some shit like, if you were hurting with me, I got it. I'll pay for it like that. Especially if I know the friend, I know you. Family is not. We're not talking about family. We're not talking like family is pushed aside.
Your sister, your mama. That's cool. I got. Even if you know what I'm saying, you brought your little brother and we just went out to eat or something. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But your friend,
I'm not obligated. I just may. Yeah. But if you feel like it's an expectation, then I won't. and if you can't pay for your own stuff, then you just should probably Uber or Lyft home or something like that, because you can't pay for your stuff, you shouldn't be out.
Yeah, what you come out for?
Yeah. And my girl had that talk afterwards. Why the hell you bring this broke motherfucker ass and dick in my pockets and take motherfucker out? Like, I ain't got nothing in my pocket to you know what I'm saying? We lint pulling.
And I gotta tell my girl, you gotta cash at me first.
So cash out. So cash out. Yeah, I'll pay for it in front of them, but you gonna have to cash me.
I'm like little baby, you gonna have to pay me back, man. Somehow.
Bro, I don't even think we need to have these topics on the list. We just rolling.
Sorry, you're saying, man.
What you got?
It's a little regular combos we be having anyway.
No, all the time, bro. Like we ain't got no podcast just to be podcasting. Like, if y'all know us, then y'all really know us. Like, we be like, nigga, we was cool before the podcast. Like, we really be out together. Like,
we ain't no ugly shit. Like, we gotta pop out and do.
Yeah, like we come. Slide to the crib, we just had these discussions, arguing and shit, getting mad and shit, and then after that be like topics or something.
When niggas trying to get on, niggas trying to hoop.
Yeah, it'd be whatever. I think we talking like there's another one we talking about young crime that came from a car conversation. We just riding back and forth. We talking about young niggas and how crime is always how crime is like a young dude, 15, 16, 17-year-olds be straight. I heard killing, like you be hearing a lot of killing and stuff happening in the news, and they be from these young dudes, and like old heads always want to get down like these young dudes doing this, these young dudes doing that. Like you was young one day, and like we don't understand what they going through because our young ain't they young no more. Like, we don't know what factors play a part in growing up because we grew up a certain way, they gonna grow up a different way. So
even it's just amazing. And even like when we was growing up, you would still see. You know, dudes you went to middle school, high school with, it turned out bad, you know what I'm saying? Going to jail and stuff. And then I I know these young kids or these adolescents, I know they know what they're doing, per se, because people always say, he knew what he doing with us, which is true. You know, like I say, I put on 80% of that. But I also see the difference between me growing up and them growing up. I seen them, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, I struggled growing up, but I seen them not have, like, no parents in the crib, like, at all. Like, I at least had my parents in the crib, you know what I'm saying, and they was always making sure I was straight and, you know what I'm saying, trying to provide for me and keep me out of harm's way. But some people ain't got that. Yeah. They got, you know, big cousins and uncles influencing them, and people be like, man, why he go kill them? It's like, yeah, that's a messed up action, or yeah, why he robbed this person.
But don't know nothing else.
Yeah, you 14 and 15, your mind is not fully developed, like, by any means. Like, the stuff I was thinking at 14 and 15, bro, is nothing in comparison to me as a 25-year-old. Like, it's just way different.
Like, I feel like now my life, I'm not saying my life means more to me, that's crazy. But now, like, I'm older and I see what type of responsibilities lie ahead. It's like, some wild shit I ain't gonna get on. Like, just like, I recently got in an argument with a nigga at the gym. like to me, like, I don't like arguing and shit like that. Or get into it. Like, some people it's probably fun, some people this, that. Like, to me, I don't like it because I feel like it's more stuff to really put your all into, but it is fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But like, that's an example. I'm still gonna argue. That's an example. I'm just saying, like,
nah, I feel you,
it's just certain things that you gonna do that, like, that you won't do no more just because you older and you say, like, all right, I can't really indulge in this because I am an adult now and I do have other things to worry about and not just be on my little kid shit. When it's high school, it's cool to get in fights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't want to look like a punk, so you gotta, you know, get your shit off, throw your ones. When you're an adult, I'm not throwing my ones, bro. It's certain, like, I can't risk dying. I can't risk you getting really mad and you doing, like, I can't risk you beat my face in and I gotta go to work the next morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Like, niggas is like way more.
It's like hella way more. It's way more stuff to come with it.
But kids ain't got that. They don't care. It don't matter. They going to school the next day. They get to say, I got in a fight. I got this cut. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can't be like, oh, these youngins doing this and that. Like,
and some people have to,
get
bro.
It yet.
Some people, it's crazy. Some people got to. Like, it's really, in some places you live, you know what I'm saying? Something like, especially like in the Midwest or whatever. I seen like it was like we like four of the top, you know, 10 cities or whatever in violence or whatever. I was watching the G Herbo interview, bro, and he was like, bro, some of these kids didn't even want to get off into this stuff or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? They go to school, you know what I'm saying?
That's all they see.
They go to school, that's all they see. But then again, he said they leave school. Some dude gonna ask him what hood you rep. And now they trying to kill you because you was walking around with dude that's in the game you didn't know. Now you walking to some BS. Now you got to fend for yourself.
Your big brother was in it.
Your big brother was in it. Now you just, you know what I'm saying? Now you just born into it.
I know
so you gotta
hella
live
people
with it.
like that, bro.
Exactly.
I grew up with hella people like that. Like, they ain't even that type of dude, but something happened to their brother and then now they got a rebuttal. It's a lot, bro.
And the mind is crazy, bro. It really take your mind to get out of certain situations. Not even, I can't even say that. It don't take your mind to get out of certain situations. It take a lot of luck, but it take your mind for you to change how you perceive things, how you look at stuff. But then again, people can't talk from other people's point of view because if you was to see, you know what I'm saying, your big brother get shot right in front of you, your dad get shot right in front of you,
a different person.
Ain't no telling what you were going to. That's why I don't never, push blame on nobody, but still though, you still can change. So I know people that have changed after seeing stuff like that happen to their own, like, people in person and stuff like that. But yeah, luckily I have two different perspectives. Like I said, I'm like lucky. I got like a hood side of the family. I got like a good side of the family, so I can see where the bad. I can see where the bad can lead you, and I can see where the good part leads you. And I'm like, I'd rather be on it. On the good side, and still keep my crowd, still keep a balance, so I can know how to move street smart and move, like, you know what I'm saying, like
I'm from a young family, so it's the same with me. Like, it's so many older people that have been in jail and get into this, ain't gangs and stuff like that. That I got to come up watching them.
Exactly.
Obviously, you know how it work, but you ain't got to be in it, and then people to just see how you move and then think, you know, everything's sweet, everything is like, nah, you can be smart, you can be an intellectual person. Like, my dad really, you know, he was like that with all of my brothers. Like, you know, you see different stuff happening in your family, this family, whatever the case may be. Yeah. But you got to be different. You make your own choice at the end of the day. So
exactly.
Fuck. That's that on that.
No, for real. We bodied that topic, bro. What's next, bro? You might just jump right into it. You might just get into it,
bro.
bro.
We end with that.
All right, so I know. So look, I know we probably gonna find some more stuff out. We talking on. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We in the middle of the week of the week of 820 or whatever. So some more stuff come out, but we ain't get to read up on it.
Mm-hmm.
But so basically talking about the Jay-Z partnering up with the NFL, or coming into a deal, coming into agreement with them. You got the info on that? As far as
I ain't really got a lot of info. I just know that it's not a lot of info out for one.
Yeah,
that's the really issue is that it came out that Jay-Z signed a deal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was in a meeting with the NFL, and now he's partnership with them. And he has different rights over, I think it was maybe the Super Bowl. And it's talks of him maybe having
a social justice type reform type in the league.
Yeah, something like that. And like people are knocking, so they knocking him for it.
I think the thing is, people were like, I think when it comes to Jay-Z,
I kind of don't get it because he got a track record of hella positive stuff.
He does have a track record of positive stuff, but I think more so the backlash, it's gonna sound funny, I think it's out of respect for Jay-Z. I think people respect him too much to see why he would go in a deal like that. Okay. If they don't get the underlying details, which nobody knows all the way. Yeah. But people
so quick to speak on shit that they don't know about. It's so annoying.
But people was like, people, people piggybacked from the Travis Scott stuff and the Chris Michelle, I believe.
And how he was telling people not to perform at the
Super Bowl. That JD, I know you said you weren't watching it or whatever, but the JD interview was kind of weird to me because him and his counterpart or whatever you call his best friend, they was talking or whatever, and he said he talked to Fun Flex about it, saying that he talked to Jay-Z. But when he got on the interview, he said that same sentiment, but he said I never talked about talking to Jay. It just sounded weird, like he was like pressing into it.
That's what I'm saying. Like people,
the JD thing just sounded
weird.
People
just killed JD for saying what he said about females.
Yeah.
And you want to be like, all right, that's just him, this and that.
Yeah.
But people really pick and choose when they want to rock with a person. Like now JD say people just take a word from him. Now JD say that Jay-Z told him not to take the deal from the NFL and pull away from it. Like everything changes. This is like relationships. Everything in life changes. Like at that time, maybe he shouldn't have been signed a certain deal with the NFL at that point in time. Yeah. And people like don't want to see. Are they talking about Jay-Z doing that, or they feel a certain way in the NFL and casting out and Kaepernick not having a job? Like, bro, Jay-Z said it's not about a job. Like this was never. These meetings were never about Kaepernick having a job or not getting a job. Like that wasn't like you can't compare that to a Kanye situation when he sat down with Trump. Like Jay-Z sitting down getting a seat at a table with a bunch of NFL executives and now having a voice for us. It's different from somebody sitting down with a stigma already and putting on a MAGA hat and someone who's already spoken on a certain type of a certain thing.
I think when people
it's like gaining a voice versus perpetuation of an alliance. Like that's now is an alliance. Like Kanye now was trying to be in alliance with Trump and say, okay, now we can work together. It's weird, like we can work together. This and that, and he tore down this and that, and you wearing these MAGA hats and you want to change it. I feel like Jay-Z is trying to. I feel like, I'm not saying he is or not, but he's gaining now a voice. So you got these NFL players who are put in a certain position to where. So first people were knocking the NFL players, right? So people were saying like NFL players are not taking knees and stuff like that. Sure. And if all these black NFL players had to pull out it, and I said that too, but I had to reflect on it. And this, like I said, things can change. Yeah. At first I had the mindset, black NFL players, if they all did be like, we're not playing in the NFL would be a different ball game if you just let all white people out there running around.
Just like the NBA deal with the lockout.
Take out all white people.
The NBA deal with the lockout, you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the lockout.
Remember they just did a lockout? Like when Kobe and LeBron going to go play and KD going to go over there, play these pickup games.
And you see where the crowd going.
When you hit them white people's pockets, bro,
But what I'm saying is like the black the NFL players, they're caught in a position. When you coming up and the person that makes it now has a certain responsibility. Like the person that makes it now, when they black, it's like like my mama's struggling, my auntie's struggling. All these people that was close to you are struggling. So now your pockets is not just your own pockets. Like now you helping your mama, you helping feed your mama, you helping feed your kids, you helping feed people from your community that you may have been close with, a brother, or uncle. Like a lot of black people come from poverty and stuff like that. So for you to tell an NFL player to take a few steps back, you know, from games, now you taking out of not only his mouth, because people be like, oh, he got so much money, he'd be cool if he missed a couple games. Like, no, you taking out of somebody else, you know, somebody else's mouth, somebody else's pockets and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's like these people are already in a crunch where they can't just take a knee just because of what happened to Colin Kaepernick, because they have their own family and their own problems that are connected to them. Well, I feel now that Jay-Z is like, okay, look, y'all are in that crunch. The NFL is like this. I'm gonna put myself in a position to where I'm on an even playing field now. So now you have a person that kind of is a voice for you, and not just a bunch of executives that don't understand your situation. Gotcha. Now somebody understands your situation and can speak up for you. Gotcha. So it's like, I don't think people really think that deep into stuff, and then they just be like, oh, well, you partnering with people who's rated like this and that. Like, there's a whole bunch of wild stuff. I
get the sentiment though, like to say that people don't get the comparison somewhat. I'm not saying it's identically like the Kanye thing. How I view it as is these NFL owners didn't want to sign him. It could be a mixture of his talent and the controversy he brought to their team.
Who?
Colin Kaepernick. It could, so from the owner's perspective, which I believe all these owners is racist, to keep it a buck. I think they are racist or whatever. But from the owner's perspective, it would have been, I don't like the move he's making. Plus, I don't think. No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the owners.
Oh, okay.
So speaking from the owners' perspective, I'm trying to speak from speaking from the owners' perspective. They could have been like, I don't like the message he's displaying because they're racist per se, and his talent doesn't suffice that. So like, say for instance, if one of these super talented NFL Antonio Brown or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one of them did it, one of them would have did it. I don't think it would have been them getting kicked out, or the results of them being kicked out of the league, but it might.
But that's what I'm saying. But it ain't
It's not. But I think it was. I think so. For people to say it wasn't about Kaepernick losing the job, I think that worked hand in hand with him taking his stance. It was the fact that he took his stance and he lost the job as a result of that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's what happened. So what I think people are mad about Jay-Z is people mad at Jay-Z is, like I said earlier, it's from a respect standpoint. I think how I looked at it is, even though you might be going to look for a great cause, which I respect, and you know what I'm saying, and people, of course, people go, all right, I'm just talking in circles. Even I think from my point of view, I think it was respect for Jay-Z. I'm giving respect to Jay-Z because I don't want these NFL using him as a scapegoat. Yeah. Per se, I don't want whatever they cause and why they ratings been down for the last 3-4 years. I don't want him jumping in and helping their pockets boost back up. But in the back of his mind, it could have been, it could have been the realms of, like, hey, I'm about to go sit at the table with these white owners, and I'm gonna play their game, act like I fuck with them, and I'm gonna slowly, maybe I'm gonna become partial owner of this, and then I'm gonna bring Diddy in, be a partial owner of this. Hey, when you brought up that people only criticize certain people, I was talking to, a few of my bros, just everybody chatting around, seeing everybody on Twitter. But wasn't nobody harping on Diddy like that at all. Right. But I think that was out of respect for Jay-Z, because people see Jay-Z in a different light than Diddy. Even though they generate, somewhat of the same revenue type, even though Jay-Z richer now, I think people see Jay-Z more as like a mogul, more so as a philanthropist for the people, more so as like a black empowerment leader. So that's probably like, damn, bro. Why you gonna help these niggas? Why you gonna help these people in the NFL? Scapegoat. These people, they really they kind of outcasted on people taking a stance, bro. So, I don't know, bro. It's a whole bunch of different ways you can view it or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? We gotta let it play out. Like,
you gotta let time go by. Because even if, let's say the NFL used him as a scapegoat, like, all right, Jay-Z here now. Now we have a person of color who we can blame stuff on. It's like, people are gonna have a certain, they're gonna have whatever they want to do. It's business. So you go into business with somebody, it's give and take. When you're in a relationship with somebody, it's give and take. Business is a relationship. So
Yeah.
you get in a relationship with somebody, you're gonna have to adjust to fit their needs. They're gonna have to adjust to fit your needs.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that's how business works.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be the perfect situation every time you get into a business or sign a contract where it's gonna be like, all right, well, this is gonna be perfect for you, or this is gonna be perfect for me. Like, no, it's business. So Jay-Z has a certain standpoint. The NFL have a certain standpoint. If they want to try and use him as a scapegoat, all right, you can say that he shouldn't do it because they're gonna use him as a scapegoat. But should he not go after what he wants to go after just because they may use him? Yeah. That's like taking away everything that he may have an initiative for. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just be like us getting jobs. Like, oh, you working for this person, you working for this company who said this or did that, or this clothing line did this or said that. Like bro, like. Yeah, like somebody's always gonna do this. Or you could be the most famous person, the most perfect person. You could be Chance the Rapper, talking about your wife, loving your wife. Somebody gonna have something negative to say about you anytime you do anything. So like, I think people just so quick to just knock something down to where it's like, bro, like it got to the point where if I'm Jay-Z, I'm like, if you understand, then you understand. If you don't, then you don't. It's just like people have, like you said earlier, with people getting support. Like, if you want to support me. I'm rocking with it. If you don't want to support me, that's cool. Like, I'm not mad.
And that's with anything, brother. If the plan succeeds, people gonna, you know what I'm saying, champion you. If you don't, if it doesn't, they gonna say, you see, I told you.
Yeah,
so that's gonna,
exactly.
But
so you gotta take that risk.
But that happens with anything. So you know what I'm saying. So it ain't really nothing to that. Shit. That.
Gang. Alright, so we end with the
top 5.
End all top 5 tracks. That's what we doing at the end of the episode.
I go first this time.
Bet it up.
Alright, bro. That off Thug album, that hot song go crazy, bro.
Bro, hell yeah.
Hot song go crazy, bro. I'm still vibing and breezy. I don't know why. It just came back to me, bro.
Yeah, go. You know why?
Bro, Heat was better, bro. It's been vibing all this week, bro. Got to. Neighborhood Hero by Lil Durk. I know that's an old slap, but I don't know. I'll be having my random weeks where I just listen to different stuff, bro. Hair Down, I think I said that last week, but I'm still vibing to that. With Sir and Kendrick. Sir go crazy. I did not know he was that talented. Cool. Sir.
Oh, yeah. Sir.
Yeah, he go crazy. And then, I just got 4 this week, y'all. 4 for 4, man.
I'm getting that motherfucking Popeye's chicken sandwich. I know that this weekend.
People been on that heavy, bro.
Outrage. Is it good? Red, is it good? Did you try it?
Is he, bro?
Yeah. Alright, I'll give my top 5. I got Once Again with Yachty and T Grizzly. Prayers up to T Grizzly. Car shot up, said maybe his aunt that passed away in a shooting. Like, people shot at his car. His aunt died.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So prayers up to him. I got Once Again, Yachty and T Grizzly. They're a crazy duo, I feel like.
Go crazy, bro.
I got Hottest in the City, Ty Dolla $ign.
I was gonna say that, man. I was like, I'm gonna say that, bro.
I ain't know that they was, you know what I'm saying? And they going on tour.
Zay fuck with Juicy J heavy, just to let y'all know. I fuck with
all Memphis music. But Juicy J, yes. Like,
he fuck with Juicy J heavy.
Heavy, bro. When I heard that, shut up, bitch. I got How You Want It, Tiana Taylor and King Combs. I like the little old school vibe that they had.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Vibing to Restroom, Occupied. That's Yellow Beezy and Chris Brown.
No.
Chris Brown to go. Yellow Beezy snapped on that song. The song was about them, fucking some dude checking the club that was mugging. So I'm saying that's some real life
type of vibes you on, bro. I feel you.
Hell nah. And I got Miss Me with Division. So I listen to the Division. I think Division is a hard artist. Like,
that's tough, bro.
He crazy. So
Miss
Me. I think he up next. He is what Bryson Tiller should have been.
That's tough. Damn, bro, you scared, bro.
I fuck with
B Tiller just took too much time off. I messed with that Right Back song with Khalid and A Boogie, bro. That's crazy, bro. Yeah. I messed with that. And then I gotta say this, bro. One of my favorite songs of all time. You might have seen me tweet it like "Walked Out of Heaven" by Jagged Edge, bro.
I see.
That shit go crazy, bro. I don't know why, bro. This motherfucker played in the car. It was on shuffle on my other little playlist, bro. I was like, shit.
I was thinking one time I was in the car, I'm like, bro, what songs made you stop and be like, what the hell? Like, one of them songs for me is Come Through by Drake. When I first heard it,
bro.
coming out of the way. When I should have went, I heard that, bro.
Hey,
I was in senior in African American Studies class. That's all I remember, bro. Crazy, like
that song go crazy, bro.
Yeah. Alright, man.
Alright, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, subscribe, because I know you watch it to the end of the video. Subscribe.
If you made it to the end, you might as well just subscribe, bro. We rock with everybody.
ZJ Duo, X times it shot already. I know what it is.
Yup.